Hi, this is Raima Sen and you are watching me on the UK Asian.
এই শ্রাবণ ধুয়ে ফেলুক এই রাস্তা ধুলো এই শ্রাবণ ভিজিয়ে দিক দীর্ঘ ছায়াগুলো এই শ্রাবণ নেভাতা গুনে ফুটপাত
Hi Raima, welcome to the UK Asian.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? Did you just arrive in London?
Last night, and it's my first time at the London Indian Film Festival, and I've got 2 films screening here, so it's exciting, and I love London, so I'm happy to be back.
And your film is the highlight of the closing night as well, so has to be special.
Yes,
Would you
it's-
like to tell a bit about the film?
It's a huge success in India. It's called Baishi Strabon, and so I'm hoping it's going to be a success here too. It's won about 25 Indian awards, so it should be a hit.
You play a journalist in the film. How much research did you have to do, and tell me what attracted you to the role?
See, I'm not really a research person, and I'm a director's actress. So what I do before every film, I sit with the director for 3-4 days, and we read the script, and we do a little bit of a workshop between the director and me. And what attracted me to the film actually was the director, because he did his first film, Autograph, which was a huge success. So and I worked with the producers before, Venkatesh. So when they called me and they said, "Would you like to work with him?" I really wanted to work with him. And then, so more than the story of the film, I wanted to work with my director because he's super talented.
You've built up an impressive body of work, but largely away from Bollywood.
Yes.
Is that a conscious decision, and what kind of criteria do you use to choose your roles?
Well, in Bollywood, I've done my share of films. I've worked with some of the best directors. But in Bollywood, I feel that I don't want to do every film that comes my way, which is not good enough, because you're as good as your last film, according to me. So then I spend more time in Calcutta because I get really good scripts there. I get to work with really talented people. But it's not conscious. I just choose the best of what I get.
Why do you think the Bengali industry produces such compelling cinema, and compared to, say, Bollywood?
There's a lot of literature in Bengal, and I've done a lot of Tagore films, so there's a lot of literature, and I think they just make films because there's so much of there's a lot of resources there, so to make films like this.
And even females' roles as well.
Yes, and
you know?
women are more accepted. A woman-oriented film in Bengal will work much better than in Bollywood. It's only about the hero. So that way, it's really good. It's very good for us. It's always been there from my grandmother's time. I think women kind of ruled always in Bengal, always.
So is that something that attracts you to?
Yes, and that's why I'd rather
Bengali
keep
film?
working in Calcutta than wait for another big Bollywood film. I'd rather carry on working because you get to learn so much, and every director has their own working style. It's always good to learn. You don't get stagnant.
And you are working in South Indian cinema as well.
Yes.
And you're working on a couple of projects. Would you like to tell us?
I've
a bit
done
about
one
that?
Telugu called Dhairyam. It was a typical commercial film with dancing and singing, and it's quite tough. But I learned the language. I think Telugu and Tamil are quite easy to learn. And then I did a Malayalam film, which was a historic period film, and it was about this hero, like a real life hero. So it was actually a true story, which was quite nice. It's the toughest language, but I managed.
How did you
You have to mug. You have to just mug your dialogue. So I would just finish shooting, and then they'd give me my dialogues in Roman English, and I'd be just sitting up all night and learning the dialogues. But they're quite understanding, and somebody else dubs for you after that. So it's just when you're acting, your hero has to understand what you're saying. So you have to learn the dialogues, but it's very tough. It's the toughest. And then I get another one before coming, and it's a woman-oriented film. I said, "Are you crazy? Why would I want to do a woman-oriented film in Malayalam?" But so I didn't accept it because that would be too much of a burden for me.
So you come from an illustrious and a wealthy family. What was your relationship like with your mother and your grandmother, and how did your upbringing shape you up as a person and your work?
I'll begin with my upbringing. I think my father made sure that we were brought up very normally and away from all the fuss. So we had a very normal childhood, and just like everybody else. The only thing was that everyone knew we were Munmun Sen's daughters. So we were always looked upon as different. But otherwise, a part of my upbringing is very normal and very grounded. And even today, My parents are our biggest critics, and they don't let us like float in the air. So we're very, very grounded, we're very down to earth, and we're very normal. You know, when people meet us, they're like, oh my god, you're so normal. But we've been born and brought up that way. And as for my grandmother, she's never, she tells us about all her experiences in the movies, and it's a very normal relationship there as well. And she's never seen any of my films. Till about a year ago, she saw one, it was on TV, and Onuronon, my Bengali film, came on. And it was the first time she saw the film, and she called me and she said, you know, I saw your film, and I couldn't believe it. And she said I had tears in my eyes, and I want to watch all your films. So I gave her Japanese wife and I gave her Chokir Bali. But till today, her favorite is Onuronon, and whenever it comes on TV, she watches it. And it was great, it was a great feeling. So now she sits down and she gets involved in my scripts. So, you know, if I'm doing one of her remakes, I go to her and say, you know, and she tells me, okay, I did it this way and I wore this, and you know, your expressions have to be like this. And if I have to read a Kattoga novel in Bengali and I'm too lazy, she read it out to me.
Wow.
You know, she loves reading. So yeah, and with my mother, she's my biggest critic. She'll watch my film and then she'll either hate me in it, or she'll love me in it. And then she'll tell me that what I should have done, what I shouldn't have done. But I never go to her for, like, when I'm doing a film, I actually rely only on the director because it's his vision. But then of late I started realizing that some of my mother's inputs are really good, and you know, I could have used some. So now I'm going to start listening to her as well.
So, what about personally? How come you remain single?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for a boy here. Funnily enough, I'm sitting in the cab yesterday and coming from the airport, and so I'm telling this guy, he's like, oh, you're not married? And I said, yeah, I'm not. Can you find me a boy? He's like, oh, sure. I said, here, take my email. I'll send you some pictures. That's what I've been doing. It's hilarious. I don't know why I'm single, but I am.
Is it work?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe. But I was like, okay, maybe I'll find someone from London, and I'm only here for 3 days, no time.
Maybe you can take a longer break.
Yeah, I think when I finish filming this year, I'm going to take a holiday. I'm trying to find a boyfriend.
What about the family? I mean, don't they put sort of pressure
Not
like the
at
typical
all.
Indian way?
No, my parents are really happy that we are working and we are independent and we live on our own, and you know, so there's no pressure. In fact, my father says, don't get married because I'll get so lonely. And I'm like, oh really? He's like, yes. What's the point? You leave. And my mother wants us to, but there's no hurry. I think we still have about two years left.
Right. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
এই শ্রাবণ ধুয়ে ফেলুক এই রাস্তা ধুলো